RoadHouse was in fact a lot less fun than Family Guy made it out to be. Let me explain. So if you've never seen RoadHouse, apparently in this universe, club bouncers are so famous they only know him by his first name. Dalton. Legitimately, everybody who walks into both bars in this movie knows exactly who he is by just his first name. Just because he can kick ass. Okay, but anyways, Dalton is hired by this bar in Kansas that it really looks like a biker bar. People have written numbers on walls. The band has to play behind some chain link fence. They don't hit them. There's titties and alternative hobbies and fist fights and knife fights and blood and ass everywhere. So the owner was like, Dalton, please come fix my bar. Because apparently being a bouncer also means you're really good at bar rescue. And being an operations manager, I guess? Anyways, the problem with that whole thing is like, okay, it starts out with like this little shitty dive biker bar-esque kind of thing going on. And he turns it into more or less a nightclub. It looks like the same nightclub he was working at in New York. And that kind of like throws off the charm. At least for me. Like, dive bar was fine. All you had to do was amp up the employee staff. Also, this bar is in the middle of Bubblefuck, Missouri. They don't have enough people for this. They have a general store. There's an entire scene where like half the town is at the car dealership for fun. They don't need a nightclub, do they? And that's not even the main part of the movie. Apparently the main part of the movie is where Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome there in Missouri, used to have this ex-wife who was a doctor, and then Dalton gets involved with his doctor ex-wife, and he didn't like that, so he tried to send his goons to take him out. And in the process, he burns down the general store and drives his monster truck through the car dealership where everybody was at that day. And then another goon stabs Sam Elliott, and they get into a big fight, and there's multiple people murdered. But I guess the end. So, like, yeah, that's ridiculous, but also you get to see Patrick Swayze all sweaty and shirtless doing Tai Chi in the front yard. Or his bare naked ass when he gets out of bed. I want to give it a 2 out of 10, but I also want to give it a 10 out of 10 because RoadHouse.